Luensmann, and this is my ceremonial speech. Did you know that one out of every 8 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer? Today I'll be talking about my mother and the inspiration she's had on my life. Breast cancer today is still the second leading cause of women in the United States, second only to lung cancer. And that stat proves true from breastcancer.org, where it took my mother's life in 2002. My talks today will be breast cancer awareness and the inspiration my mother's had in my life. For almost any woman, some of the most devastating news you could receive is being diagnosed with breast cancer, and that was the case for my mother as well. A stat from Breast Cancer Facts and Stats says that in 2015, 2.8 million women in the United States have had a history with breast cancer type symptoms and diagnosis. And another stat says that breast cancer is proven to run in the family. For if my mother had it, and for possibly my sisters could have a higher chance of receiving it. So it's a pretty serious deal. And to this day, there's still no cure for it. Even though there's been extensive research over the past decade or two to try to find a cure for it. The numbers do show to be declining over the past decade. They're still at a pretty high number. Now, my mother, growing up, was an RN nurse for Northeast Baptist Hospital when she received the news of being diagnosed with breast cancer, and this was in 1998. Now, my mother, being a strong-willed and fighting woman, ended up defeating breast cancer. And I never doubted her for a minute. She's one of the strongest people I've ever met in my life. And she ended up defeating it and going on living her normal life. Though this scary instance forced her to leave closer to her kids, for she quit the job at the hospital and took an open nursing job at me and my oldest sister's elementary school to be our nurse. Some of the greatest memories of her being my nurse in elementary school, you're really cool with all the teachers. If you get in trouble or, something like that, you can always get off the hook. I still remember to this day going and hanging out in her office or playing hooky to my teacher so I could go hang out with my mom. All in all, it's one of the coolest experiences, I could say I've experienced. Though our time was short-lived together, for in 2002 she was diagnosed again, and it unfortunately took her life at that time. Her impact on my life has still had a great influence. She was always one that had tough love and kind of force you that if you want something, you need to go out and get it. That nothing will be given to you. And her legacy is still with me today. She was one of my biggest sports fans, where she would always take me to practice, either football or baseball, and was always my number one fan. I always had great pride in playing for her. Though her memory will live on forever, although she's no longer with us. And she proved to be very inspirational. She had over 1,400 people attend her funeral, and everyone had nothing but positive things to say about her. And today, though, breast cancer, even though there's not a cure, that doesn't mean to not give up on it. I believe that there can still be a cure for breast cancer and help out families, young kids losing their mother to this unfortunate disease. The need for a cure is essential in my mind, because it would save so many lives. For that number, 2.5 million is a very large number for it only being collected for women. It's not even out of the whole population. It's just strictly women, and that's a very high number. My mother, she's been very inspirational, and she's impacted my life and my sister's lives, and many others who she touched when she met. Thank you for listening to my speech.